Welcome to Motivation at Hand. To know is to know how. Make your foot the foot that counts. In debates proclaimed so grand, yet streets tell tales of a divided land. To bridge this chasm, intelligence rise. Beyond political debates and legal ties. A deeper delve into the practical realities facing many Americans, particularly women, in the context of equal rights. Liberal theoretical discussions of rights often fall short of addressing tangible challenges many face. A new survey from Bankrate, What income do Americans need to earn annually to feel secure? $186,000 yearly. This $186,000 income accounts for only 6% of U.S. adults, so says Bankrate. In high-cost areas, statistics shows it's the top 5 to 10%. In New York City and Silicon Valley. Consequently, the question of equal rights in America today extends far beyond its present obfuscation. It manifests in stark realities faced by millions, particularly women and children. Families struggling with economic instability, inadequate healthcare, and even violence. The rising tide of these issues reveals a troubling gap between the promise of equality and its practical implementation. Women increasingly find themselves at the intersection of multiple crises. Domestic violence rates have surged, a trend exacerbated by economic stresses and social isolation during recent global events. This violence not only threatens physical safety, but also undermines women's ability to participate fully in society and the workforce, creating a cycle of dependence and vulnerability. Homelessness among women has also risen alarmingly. This increase reflects not just individual circumstances, but systemic failures in providing affordable housing, mental health support, and economic opportunities. Women fleeing abusive situations often face the impossible choice between homelessness and returning to dangerous living conditions, a choice no one should have to make in a society that claims to value equal rights. Healthcare access remains a critical battleground for equality. Beyond the high-profile debates over reproductive rights, women face a myriad of healthcare challenges. From inadequate maternal care leading to higher mortality rates, especially among Black women, and those outside the status quo. In many sectors, healthcare remains questionable. To the dismissal of women's pain and symptoms in medical settings, the healthcare system often fails to provide equitable treatment. This failure not only impacts individual health outcomes but also women's ability to maintain employment and financial stability. The economic landscape further undermines the notion of equal rights. As wages stagnate in the face of rising inflation, families find themselves stretched to breaking point. Women, who still disproportionately shoulder caregiving responsibilities, often face impossible choices between work and family care. The lack of affordable childcare exacerbates this problem, forcing many women to reduce work hours or leave the workforce entirely, further widening the gender pay gap and reducing long-term financial security. These interconnected issues paint a picture of equality that exists more in theory than in practice. While legal frameworks may proclaim equal rights, the lived experiences of many women and families tell a different story. Economic pressures, inadequate social support systems, and persistent gender biases create a landscape where true equality remains elusive. Moreover, these challenges are not distributed equally. The promise of equal rights rings hollow when basic needs for safety, shelter, and healthcare remain unmet for significant portions of the population. Society must grapple with the economic and social realities that shape daily lives. True equality requires not just legal protections but robust social support systems, economic policies that address wage stagnation, wealth inequality, and a healthcare system that truly serves all. The gap between theoretical rights and lived realities underscores a fundamental challenge. Addressing this disconnect requires a holistic approach that combines legal protections with practical policies aimed at creating genuine economic and social equality. As we continue to debate the meaning and extent of equal rights in America, we must not lose sight of these pressing realities. The true measure of our commitment to equality lies not in lofty pronouncements. Yet in its organizations there remains an unwillingness to address the tangible challenges that prevent so many from fully participating in and benefiting from society. Only by bridging this gap can we hope to make the promise of equal rights a lived reality. Intersecting struggles compound the fight. For those marginalized, day turns to night. Color, identity, income define the path of those bearing equality's aftermath. Much appreciation to you for giving of your time with us at Motivation at Hand. To know is to know how. We trust you will come back soon.